Welcome to Untold Pioneers, a channel that explores lesser-known stories and untold tales of historical figures, events, and cultural phenomena. Join us as we delve deep into the past to uncover the hidden gems of history. Today we will talk about the Code of Bushido and the rise of Japan. Japan, the land of the rising sun, is a country steeped in history and tradition. One of its most iconic and fascinating periods was that of the samurai warriors, who dominated the country for centuries with their military prowess and strict adherence to the Code of Bushido. Up to the Meiji Restoration at the end of the 19th century, samurai warriors significantly influenced Japanese society. One of the fascinating aspects of Japanese culture today is the samurai. Despite being stripped of their ancient advantages, many samurai would rise to the top of contemporary Japan's political and industrial echelons. Most significantly, Bushido, often known as the Way of the Warrior or the traditional samurai code of honor, discipline, and morality, was revived and adopted as the fundamental rule of behavior for most Japanese society. The samurai were a class of highly trained warriors who emerged in Japan during the Heian period, 794–1185. They were skilled in the arts of combat and warfare, and served as protectors of their lords and their people. Samurai were known for their unwavering loyalty, courage, and self-discipline. The samurai were guided by a strict code of ethics known as Bushido, which emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and self-sacrifice. Samurai were expected to follow the Code of Bushido in all aspects of their lives, from battle to everyday interactions. One of the most famous samurai stories is that of the 47 Ronin, who sought revenge for their master's death. In 1701, Lord Asano of the Eiko domain was forced to commit seppuku, ritual suicide, after he assaulted a court official named Kira. His samurai retainers, led by Oishi Kuranasuke, vowed to avenge their lord's death. They spent over a year planning their attack on Kira, and on a snowy night in December 1702, they finally achieved their goal. The 47 Ronin became legendary figures in Japanese culture, and their story has been retold countless times in literature, theater, and film. The samurai era ended in the late 1800s with the Meiji Restoration, which saw the end of the feudal system and the beginning of modernization in Japan. A professional army gradually replaced the samurai, ending their traditional way of life. However, their legacy continues, and their impact on Japanese culture and history cannot be overstated. With the Meiji Restoration, Bushido was established as the nation's guiding moral code, and Shinto was proclaimed the state religion of Japan, unlike Confucianism, Buddhism, and Christianity, which were all fully native. Japan had successfully strengthened its economy and military by 1912. It allied with Britain in 1902 and vanquished the Russians in Manchuria 2 years earlier. At the Versailles Peace Conference after World War I, the nation was acknowledged as one of the Big Five powers alongside Britain, the United States, France, and Italy. The 1930s saw a rebirth of Japan's military traditions following the liberal, cosmopolitan 1920s, which directly prompted imperial aggressiveness and Japan's entry into World War I. Japanese soldiers carried old samurai swords into battle during that fight. They used them to launch suicide banzai attacks in accordance with the Bushido philosophy of choosing death over loss or disgrace. In order to rebuild itself and resurface as one of the greatest economic and industrial powers in the latter 20th century, Japan once more leaned on its strong sense of honor, discipline, and loyalty to a common cause, not the emperor and the country, but the daimyos or shoguns of the past. The Code of Bushido still holds a special place in Japanese culture and has influenced many aspects of modern-day Japan. It emphasizes physical strength, prowess, and mental and spiritual strength. The code emphasizes virtues such as honor, courage, respect, and loyalty, which are still important to many Japanese people today. Samurai armor and weapons have also become iconic Japanese history and culture symbols. The katana, the samurai sword, is perhaps the most famous Japanese weapon. It symbolizes the samurai's skill, strength, and adherence to the Bushido code. Samurai armor, with its distinctive shape and design, has also become a popular symbol of Japanese culture. Today, samurai culture is celebrated in many ways in Japan. There are museums dedicated to samurai history and artifacts, as well as traditional martial arts schools that teach the skills and techniques of the samurai. The popularity of samurai culture has even spread beyond Japan, with many people worldwide fascinated by the samurai's way of life and Bushido code. The samurai era was a defining period in Japanese history, characterized by the military prowess and strict adherence to the code of Bushido of the samurai warriors. What was the most important rule of the Bushido for samurai? How did the Bushido code impact Japanese samurai? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Untold Pioneers for more videos like this one. Thank you for watching.